Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. It wasn't the gospel, brothers, not the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the spirit. It says, woman abducts toddler at knife point in Nebraska Walmart in broad daylight. Crash house season at an all-time high, man. People got spirits on them. Like the scripture said, there be spirits created for vengeance that shall lay on sore strokes, and they appease the wrath of him that made them. The Lord is putting a heavy demonic spirit on these people because people are losing it. Because the state of the world, the economy, it's like a domino effect. You know, like we had that thing, and they had a study on Boondocks. If you throw a chair in the middle of a crowd, it's called a nigga moment, and that nigga moment spirit is very contagious. All right, and people are gonna start tapping into darker means in order to, prove points and fulfill the lust of the flesh, man. And this is the time we living in too. So when people start acting weird and bugging out, remember, 70% of these people shot that J. But it says a woman accused of kidnapping and attacking a young child inside of a Nebraska Walmart was shot and killed by police after officers say she slashed the boy with a knife, according to multiple reports. Damn, she cut the little dude. It says the incident unfolded Tuesday morning in Omaha, where officers were called into a Walmart shortly after 9:10 a.m. So this was early morning. I'm talking about this is like the beginning of the day type ordeal. Kidnapping a kid in Walmart and fucking 8:30 in the morning. What kind of madness is that? I'm trying to tell you, but the people are in a psychosis. Like when you go into the word cold, it goes into psychosis, man. People's hearts are literally turning cold towards one another because, most people, they on medications, they're doped up, they on drinking, they on these drugs. They can't seem to hold it together. Behind the mortgage, defaulting on loans, credit card debt is damn near $1 trillion. People are just, they're not satisfied with the state of the world, especially the economy. It says we're called to a Walmart shortly after 9:10 a.m. following a report of a woman armed with a large kitchen knife and a child. It says authorities later identified the suspect as 31-year-old Naomi Guzman. It says, according to police, it says surveillance footage showed Guzman taking a knife from inside the store before approaching a woman and a 3-year-old boy in an aisle. It says she allegedly threatened them and forced the adult to move ahead while the child remained in the shopping cart. But it says Deputy Police Chief Scott Gray said Guzman then led them out of the store, where the situation escalated. But at one point, she took possession of the child, essentially kidnapping the child, Gray said during a press briefing. But once officers arrived as a suspect and victims moved into the parking lot, police said that Guzman ignored repeated commands to drop the weapon, and as officers confronted her, she began attacking the child. So she began stabbing him or cutting him. It's crazy. It's getting scary out here, man. It says authorities said she started swiping the knife at the child, cutting him across the face. An action captured on video, according to officials. But officers then opened fire, striking Guzman, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. But the child suffered cuts to his face and hand, but was taken to a hospital where injuries that was considered not life-threatening. But that's the point. She still attacked him. Because let's just say if the cops didn't get there in time, let's just say what if she would have, actually impaled him with the weapon, or stabbed him in the heart, or poked him in the eyeball or some shit like that. Okay, these people are losing it, man. They're losing it. It says police said the child was later reunited with his guardian, but investigators also noted that Guzman did not appear to have any prior connection to the victim, and the incident is being treated as isolated. So it was just a random event. She had demons on her because, the scriptures say that the Lord is still at the instruction. So a spirit whispered to her and told her, look, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get up the next day. You're going to go to the store and you're going to try to abduct the child and you're going to do what you got to do. And that's how the spirit works, because we have no idea what our actions will be the next day. Even though we follow pretty much a routine, we have no idea that routine is going to play out, because, you may wake up and decide you want to go to work, and you may work in the office, and then your fucking car may break down and you may have to call off. So routine is not always routine. The Lord directs the steps, man. And this is nothing more than that. It reads, the officers involved have been placed on administrative leave, which is standard procedure while multiple agencies review the shooting. It says the Omaha Police Department expressed sympathy for those affected and praised the responding officers for acting quickly during what officials describe as rapidly unfolding and dangerous situation. It says the case has drawn national attention due to the severity of the attack and the involvement of a young child. Okay, so there we go, man. People are literally crashing out, but the scriptures goes into how the Lord sealed the instruction. All right, so this is the book of Luke 21, and I'm going to start at verses 25. It says, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon and stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. Yeah, people are distressed with perplexity, the seas and waves roaring. So when you look up the word distress, you look up the word distress, and let's get the definition for it.
Strong's G 4928, sunache,
Holding together, a narrow, contracting part of the way, straits, distress, anguish. Okay, people are in an anguish spirit. They're desperate. Desperate times calls for desperate measures, man. I think it was Kyle Kalinske or the Snyder report. Basically, it's going to come a time, because they was going into how when the economy gets broken down and the price of goods go up, people are going to start resort to robbery. People are going to start to going after people that look like they got some shit, man. This is why it's very wise of us to just stay contained in the spirit, man. Because, hey, some of us, some Jakes, Jake dressed nice. Some Jakes got decent vehicles. Some brothers got nicer vehicles and shit like that. Hey, these people watching, man. Oh, yeah, he look like he got money. Let's go ahead and kick his dough in. You're going to have the Holy Spirit waiting on the back of that motherfucker ready to knock your head off your shoulders, too. But see, you got people that think like that, man. This is why we're going to need divine intervention, and we're going to have to be shielded from the destruction, man, because people are going to literally take it there with each other. Let somebody see you go in the house with an Aldi's bag and they ain't got no food to feed their family. Hey, they coming to pay you a visit. Even if it means they got to burn your house down with you in it, they'll do it. And it says here, severe mental or physical pain or suffering, angry, agony. All right? Agony. And she had a demon on her, man. And it says, with perplexity, the seas and waves roaring. People are perplexed. They're bugging out. I was listening to a video earlier of one of the elder Yashwamba, and it was I think he was looking at the video that the elder Manalazakba did, and Esau was crashing the fuck out of the car, punching the steering wheel. I mean, he was crashing the fuck out. Because Esau, he never thought that his beloved America would turn on him, man. But like Apostle Tahar said, look, nigga, you're under the curses now. So these devils are under the curses. So they're experiencing what we've been experiencing the last 500 plus years. And we don't feel bad for you. All right?
Strong's G 640, aparia.
It's the Greek word for perplexed, right? It says the state of one who is in perplexity. So let's look it up here a little bit more. Inability to deal with or understand something, an entangled state, confusion, complexity. Inability to deal with or understand something. Yeah, the people can't deal and understand what the hell the state of the world is because, I mean, they're not hip to the prophecies. Okay, most people go about their daily lives and they think that's that. No, man, we're in spiritual warfare. We're in a spiritual battle right now. And majority of these people, they're going to get caught off guard because, their head was stuck in the sand, so to speak. You see? It's like you gotta blow my nose. Let's go here. Damn, man, you saw his fucking chemtrails, bro. I swear everybody getting all jacked up out here, man. He's spraying nothing but air. I haven't been able to fully clear my right nostril for like damn near going on 8 years. Like I can breathe through it pretty good, but it's stopped up. And when I went to what they call it, ENT or some shit years ago, they basically stated that I have what they call a deviated septum, meaning that the septum, meaning that it's I won't say it's broken, but it's deviated They're like, well, we got to do surgery. You're not finna cut him motherfucking nose, man. It's not going to happen. But anyway, this is the book of 2 Esdras 13. And I'm going to start at 14 and 13. It says, now, therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort such as them that be in trouble and renounce corruption. Meaning we got to put off the former conversation. Okay, we're not supposed to be backsliding farther into the world like some guys are doing, you know, but we're supposed to be going towards the mark. And they ain't talking about the mark of the beast, but the mark of exemption of judgment of Tawah. All right, which is, you know, the finish line up out of this bad boy. And it reads, and set aside the thoughts manifest as late go from the mortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. Yeah, man up. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee and haste to flee from these times. Yeah, this is why, hey, every time you hear Brother Video, he constantly says, man, we got to get the hell up out of here. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. And we have to get out of here because it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Okay, we ain't seen nothing yet, and yet people are already bugging the fuck out because they don't know if they're going to have a meal for tonight or the next week. They don't know if they're going to be able to pay their rent or their mortgage, or they don't know if they're going to be able to pay their phone bill, or they don't know if they're going to have food in the refrigerator to feed their children. This is the state of the world, man. And it says here, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen should be done hereafter. It says, for look how much the world should be weaker through age. So such the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell upon the earth. So more evils is coming to this place, man. That's why the Elder Hawaii, he always go evils, which goes into a bad time. Eve means time. Ill means ill dealings, right? Evil just means a bad time. You know? One more precept. I actually got to get back in this training. Seal it. Seal it the instruction, not instruction, instruction. Job 33 and 16. This is the book of Job 33. And I'm going to start at verses 15. It says, in a dream and in a vision of the night, when deep sleep followed upon men and slumber is upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealed the instruction that he may withdraw men from his purpose and hide pride from men. Okay, so it probably wasn't even her intention to go to the store and knife somebody up a day before, but the spirit came upon her and she did what she did. Now she's in the spirit world. But anyway, had to cut it short, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakwadash. Lord's will you edify. Until the next lesson, Shalom.